All right, welcome to Pigskin Predictions. I'm Brad. This is Dustin. This is week 6. Last week I went 9-5. Overall, I'm 46-32. Last week, Dustin versus the spread was 8-6. That was his first week to do against the spread, so we don't have an overall yet. Overall yet. Last week, over and under, he was 5-9, and same as that, no overall yet. That won't be till next week. Bye weeks, we have Minnesota, Miami, Kansas City, and the Rams. Fancy football people like myself and some others. Some notable people that might be out this week. You got Darnold, Hill, Waddle, A-Chain, Holmes, Mahomes, Williams from Rams, Worthy, Butker, Minnesota's defense, Hunt, Kelsey, Nico Collins just went out on IR. So during this whole deal here, I'll mention a few people that you might be able to substitute somebody in for if you're one of the people that's missing some of these guys this week that are on bye week. So here we go. We got this is the game. This is the home team. This for the new people here. This is the section that we write in and kind of what we base our decisions on. Some of the highlights of what's going on with the team. Dustin's going to do the spread and the over and under. So let's get started. The first one is San Francisco at Seattle. San Francisco is 2-3, and Seattle is 3-2. It's a division game, both coming off a loss. San Francisco has won the last 5 matchups. CMC is still out, which is the main reason I believe that San Francisco's offense is struggling because Mason, he's good. He can't do what CMC does, running the ball, but he holds his own. The one thing he can't do is the pass game. He is. They're struggling in getting their running backs involved in the pass game, and that's a big part of San Francisco's offense in the past. So, that being said, San Francisco is number 2 in offense and number 9 in defense, and Seattle is number 7 and 10. San Francisco also has been struggled with running quarterbacks. This week they're going against Geno. Geno can run, but not like Murray. So that's going to have a little bit to do with the game.
And the line on that is San Fran 3.5, over under 49.5. On the over under, I'm going to take the over. And it might be a little upset maybe, but I'm going to take the Seahawks in the points.
And I'm going straight up with San Francisco. Next game, we got the Jags and the Bears. The Jags are 1-4, and the Bears are 3-2. The Jags are number 16 in total offense, and they're number 31 in total defense. The Bears are number 26 in total offense and number 7 in total defense. Etienne is struggling. He is not running like he did last year, not even close. They have Tank Bigsby taking up some of the slack for him, and he's doing a good job in that. But Etienne does contribute still in the pass game, so he'll catch a few passes out of the backfield. Caleb Williams, he looked really good last week, and playing against the Jags, it's quite possible he could do the same thing this week. Both teams are coming off wins. Fancy football folks, Caleb Williams might be a good pickup for a start this week, and Tank might be a good pickup for a running back.
And the line is Chicago by 1.5, over under 44.5. On this game, I'm going to go under, and I'm going to take Jacksonville on the points for their second win of the year.
And I'm going with the Bears straight up. All right. We got Houston and New England. Houston's 4-1, and New England's 1-4. The Texans have still yet to put up much points. I mean, they're struggling in points.
They move the ball down the field.
Yeah, that's why if they move the ball, they only average 20.4 points a game, and that's crazy. They do move the ball, like you said, ranking number 6 in yards per game. So they're running up down the field, not getting the end zone. So the Patriots are number 31 in points per game with 12.4. I believe Drake May's starting this week. So that might make a change. Nico Collins, like I said earlier, is out on IR. And you might think about, fantasy football folks, might think about picking up Houston's defense this week.
Is Mixon coming back?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard for sure yet.
He'll help out a lot on that offense.
Yeah.
And the line is Houston by 6.5. Over under is 38.5. I'm gonna go with the over, and I'm gonna take H-Town.
And I am taking the H-Town as well. All right. We got Washington and Baltimore. Some people say it's the game of the week. I don't think it's going to be. Lamar Jackson owns the NFC. I think he's going to blow past Washington. Washington's defense is horrible. Anyway, Washington's 4-1 and Ravens are 3-2. Washington is number 2 in points per game on offense and number 21 in points allowed on defense. And Baltimore is number 3 in points per game and number 26 in points allowed. So they might be giving up some points. Both offenses look really good, but they both struggle on defense, like I just said. And the main difference in this game will be the Ravens running game. They rank number 1.
Yeah. The line is Baltimore by 6.5. Over under is 51.5. Gonna go with the over, and gonna go with Baltimore.
I'm going with Baltimore straight up. Lamar Jackson tears through NFC teams. San Francisco.
James Daniels he can throw and run.
He's good. He's good. I believe it. But I just don't think he's going to keep up. All right, we got the Browns at the Eagles. The Browns are 1-4, and the Eagles are 2-2. The Browns are last in yards per game on offense, and I don't believe that's going to change.
No.
Until they get rid of
Watson.
And the Browns are number 12 in total defense. So Eagles will be getting Brown and Smith back, which will help Barkley out because Barkley's been carrying the load, and they've got a good offense if you know who keep the ball out of the defense's hands.
He buckles under pressure.
Yeah, for some reason he's struggling hard this year, and he did last year as well. So maybe that's just really him. Maybe that one year was just an outlier. One good year.
Once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, and now it just seems like struggle. So Philly is number 27 in total defense. And I know this sounds crazy, but fantasy football people playing the Browns might be a good time to pick up Philly's defense this week.
The line is Philly by 10. Over under is 42.5. I'm going to go with the under, and I'm going to go with Philly.
And I am going with Philly as well. All right. We got the Cardinals and the Packers. Cardinals are 2-3, and the Packers are 3-2. Cardinals are number 25 in total defense, and the Pack is number 22. The Cards are number 12 in scoring, and the Pack is number 8. The running game, I give that to the Cardinals. I think they have a better running game than the Packers do. Passing game, I give that to the Packers. I think they have a better passing game than they do. If they can get Marvin Harrison Jr. going, maybe that'd be different. But as of right now, they're not. And if you need a tight end and you haven't done it already, the new not Jason Kelce. Don't want him. The new Travis Kelce is going to be Tucker Kraft from the Packers, and I picked him up last week. He had like a 60-something yard reception, 2 touchdowns. I don't know, close to 100 yards receiving or something like that.
They got Jacobs for running back. They got another guy too, but Jacobs has the potential. He had a rushing a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Well, the line is Green Bay by 4.5. Over under 47.5. I'm going to go with the over, and I'm going to take the Cardinals in the points.
You trust them Cards, huh?
Yeah. I like them. All right.
You just don't like Green Bay.
No.
I don't like them either, but I think they're going to win. So I'm picking Green Bay. Also, if you guys haven't picked up a wide receiver yet, you need to go get Wicks from Green Bay. He's a good pickup. All right, we got Tampa Bay and the Saints. The Bucks are 3-2, and the Saints are 2-2. The Bucks are number 9 in scoring, and the Saints are number 1. But they're number 1 because of what they did in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Since then, they haven't done a whole lot.
Not much at all.
The Bucks are coming off a loss to the Falcons, where Cousins threw for 500 yards. That's just nuts. He's only like one of like 6 people that's ever done it or something like that.
Especially at his age, he's getting older too.
It's crazy. 500 yards, and I'm sure the Saints are watching that game film, so they see how that's going to turn out. White, the running back for Tampa Bay, is like slowed up considerably from what he was last year, but Bucky Irving's taking a lot of reps from him. But you might pick up Bucky Irving if you need a running back if he's not already gone. I'm sure he is, but anyway, Irving's picking up the slack in that part of the field.
Also, Derek Carr's out this week.
Oh, yeah, I didn't write that on there. Derek Carr is definitely out. So I think they're going to have, what's that guy's name? He played for South Carolina that Dad likes. Rattler. Spencer Rattler.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer Rattler. He can throw the ball, too.
Yeah.
He can sling it. So I think they're going to have him start, but we'll see.
The line is Tampa Bay by 3.5. Over-under is 41.5. I'm going with the over. And I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
And I'm going with the Bay, too. Tampa Bay. All right, we got the Colts and the Texans. Colts are 2-3, and the Texans are 1-3. The Colts are number 12 in total offense, and the Titans rank number 30 in total offense. The Titans rank number 1 in yards allowed, and the Colts rank dead last in yards allowed. The Colts lost to the Jags last week, and the Titans are coming off a bye week and a win against a struggling Miami team, which I don't know what's happening to Miami this year, but they are hurting. Something serious.
Lost to
Yeah, they won last week, but barely.
Yeah.
It wasn't by much. Word is, did you know if Richardson's coming back or not?
No, he's questionable.
He's questionable, so I'm not sure if Richardson's coming back, and I'm not sure if Jonathan Taylor's coming back. They say he's like coming to practice, but you know how that goes. You don't know if he's coming back or not. So those two guys, depends on if they're both in. It's possible Indy for sure, but
yeah. The line is Tennessee by 2.5. Over under 43.5. Go with the under. And the Titans.
And I'm going with the Colts straight up. All right, we got the Chargers and the Broncos. The Chargers are 2-3, and the Broncos are 3-2. Chargers are number 5 in total defense, and the Broncos rank number 12. Chargers are number 28 in points per game, and the Broncos are number 30. Sean Payton's starting to do with the Broncos what he did with the Saints a long time ago, and that team's really starting to come around. Their defense is really doing good.
Yeah, they got a good defense. Really good.
If they can get their quarterback play picked up, they might be in pretty good shape this year, possibly. Let's see. The Broncos wins came over the Raiders, the Jags, and the Bucks, and they came within 1 score of Seahawks and the Steelers. So they're real close. They were real close to being 5-0. To be quite honest, I don't know how because I don't think they're good enough on offense yet. But the Chargers, the last game they played against the Chiefs, and they lost 17-10, and that was a really good game.
The line is Chargers by 3. Over under is 35.5. We're gonna go with the over. And I'm going with the Broncos and the points.
Going with you got some faith in Sean Payton.
Yeah. I mean, Nick's is getting a little bit better every week.
He is. He's definitely getting better. I'm going with the Chargers straight up. Probably shouldn't since they're playing in Denver, but they're due a win. We got the Steelers versus the Raiders. Steelers are 3-2, and the Raiders are 2-3. The Steelers are number 26 in points per game, and the Raiders are number 23 in points per game. The Steelers are number 3 in points allowed. They didn't work for them last week against our Cowboys anyway. And the Raiders are number 28. The Steelers defense, like I said, they're good, but their offense is struggling. And I believe, my understanding, put Wilson in this week. I don't know if that's going to make a whole lot of difference. I don't think Wilson had impressed me in a year. So, and then the Raiders had pulled Minshew and put O'Connell in. And between the two of them last week, they had 3 picks and 1 touchdown. So this is going to be like, I don't know what's going to happen in this game. I would say that Pittsburgh's defense is going to be what holds this game together. So,
yeah, the line is Pittsburgh by 3. Over under 36.5. I'm going to go with the under and Pittsburgh.
And I'm going Pittsburgh straight up. All right, we got the Lions and the Cowboys. The Lions are 3-1. The Cowboys are 3-2. The Lions are number 10 in points allowed per game, and the Dallas is number 24. Detroit averages 26 points per game on offense, and Dallas's average is 23.5. And the Cowboys are banged up still. Parsons is a toss-up. I think Deron Bland's coming back. We already know who all the other ones are that aren't coming back. Like all of our defensive ends, we've got like 3rd and 4th string guys in there.
Guyton, I think, is out too.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to be back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think Guyton's going to be back, which I think they did better with
I think, yeah,
with Smith out there than they did Guyton. But anyway, so I think honestly what they need to do is put Smith out there and Guyton at guard.
Yeah.
And run it that way, like they did Tyler last year.
Yeah.
Last year he started out outside and then they moved him inside.
Yeah.
And then so maybe they should do that with them. It would probably help them out. I don't know. Cowboys, I just don't want them to get too beat up this week, to be quite honest.
There's a chance of it.
There's a chance they could come out of this game beat and hurt, but hopefully not. If you're really in dire straits for a running back, maybe Rico Dowdle. He might catch a touchdown or run for 1 this week. Or I don't see him getting a lot of yards on the ground, but I do see him doing a few screens and things like that. So,
yeah, going back to last year, end of the season, for Green Bay and Dallas, Dallas has lost 3 consecutive home games. All 3 of them blowouts, pretty much.
Yeah.
With Green Bay, the Saints, and Baltimore.
It's been horrible.
Yeah.
And it might be a 4th in a row.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope not, but it could be a 4th in a row.
Yeah. The line is Detroit by 3. Over under 52.5. I'm going to go with the over. I love my Cowboys. I don't want to go against them, but I got to go with the Lions.
Traitor.
I'm trying to get the good record going over there.
Okay. I'm sticking with my Cowboys. I am not going to bet against them. They're going to win this game. I got faith in them. Going to shock.
Another guy maybe might be okay to pick up in fantasy football. They're probably working into the game plan at Jaden Tolbert.
Yeah, Tolbert's probably going to get more.
They're going to get some more looks.
He's definitely going to get more looks. So we'll see. We'll see. Cowboys going to pull it off. I got faith in them, sort of. Anyway, we got Atlanta versus Carolina. Atlanta's 3-2. Carolina's 1-4. Atlanta is number 10 in yards per game. The Panthers are number 25. Atlanta ranks 19th in total defense, and Carolina ranks number 28. And Carolina ranks dead last in points allowed per game with 33 points a game.
That's insane.
That's nuts. Let's see that I can't remember. I don't know how many points they average a game. Probably maybe like 7. I don't know. They don't do very well.
Wow.
Cousins is coming off 500-yard passing game like we said up there, but I believe this is going to be Bijan's like breakout running game this week against Carolina. He's finally going to get well over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown, maybe one receiving. That's what I feel like. Hubbard, for Carolina, he's playing good. He's on my fantasy team and he's doing really well.
Yeah.
To be quite honest. If you need a running back as well, Algier splits a lot of reps with Bijan, and he does pretty decent. He might make a showing this week, seeing this against Carolina.
Yeah. The line is New York by 3.5, and over under is 47.5. Oh, Atlanta by 6.
Yeah.
Over under is 46.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the under. And Atlanta.
And I'm going with Atlanta as well. I don't think I'll ever pick Carolina.
No,
they're going to have to.
Not this year.
No. I couldn't think of a team on here that they could be playing that possibly may. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody on here. Maybe Miami.
Or the Browns.
Or the Browns, yeah. I think the Browns would be like a 3-0 game or something. All right. We got Cincy and the Giants. The Bengals are 1-4 and Giants are 2-3. Cincy ranks number 26 in total defense, and the Giants rank number 11. And Cincy ranks number 9 in total offense, and the Giants rank number 20. Sneaky, but the Giants are like mid of the pack, and I thought they was going to be like a bottom of the barrel this year.
Yeah,
I thought it was, but they're like right in there. The Giants also lead the league in sacks with 22.
Never would have thought that.
I wouldn't either. And the teams both. I think both of these teams struggle running the ball. I feel like this game is going to come down to a passing game, and I'd have to give that to Joe Burrow over the Giants for sure if he can stay off his back. If he can stay on his feet, I feel like Cincy will win the game.
They should beat Baltimore.
Yeah.
The holder fumbled the ball around.
I keep forgetting he fumbled. He just
they
should have won that game. They should have won it.
This one is the Giants by 3.5. Over under is 47.5. I'm gonna go with the under, and I'm gonna go with Cincy in the points.
And I'm going Cincy straight up. All right. The last game, Buffalo and the Jets. We got the Bills are 3-2 and the Jets are 2-3. The Bills are number 4 in points per game with 28.4, and the Jets are number 6 in points allowed with 17. Rodgers looks like I don't even know if he's
like he's getting old.
Rookie year.
Yeah.
I mean, this it's time for him to hang up the cleats.
Yeah.
He should have hit the door with the coach. Coach got fired.
Yeah.
Him and the coach both should have walked out together. But he, what did he do? He threw 3 picks last week. He looks horrible. I feel bad for the guy. He needs to go on another one of those walks that he does, nature walk things or whatever.
He went and took that ayahuasca.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Breece Hall. He's another one. He doesn't look like he did last year. I had him on my fantasy team last year.
I got him this year.
A beast last year. This year, nothing.
Not so much.
I don't. And I thought since they got Rodgers that Breece Hall would be better. Yeah, but nothing.
That's not the case.
Yeah, not the case. Anyway, so one last thing here. The Bills have lost their last 2 games, and I don't see them losing to the Jets. I don't see them losing.
Yeah, I don't either. Buffalo by 2.5. Over under is 40.5. Going with the over. And Bills Mafia.
I'm going with the Bills as well. All right. So that's our picks. Y'all can take a look at them. You can see them. Got a little something for if you've stuck around this long and watched this video. We're going to do a hat giveaway. So what I need you to do is like and subscribe and hit notifications on this video and subscribe. And then in the comments of this video, put in your 14 picks. One of them needs to be different than mine. And it'll probably be that one. But, might be a couple, but at least one, maybe, it needs to be different. And if we either tie or if you beat me, then we'll get in touch with each other through my email, which is pigskinpredictions7@gmail.com. And if you tie or beat me, then you pick a hat, any hat you want from Fanatics, and then I will order that hat and send it to you. And we're going to do that every week. This was a quick, fast video. We didn't get this out till late, so it's kind of going to be tough on some people to get their picks in right now, especially for Thursday night. But get your picks in, and if nobody comes in before, I'm going to say this, if nobody gets in before Thursday, for tonight, they'll comment, and they get in and maybe put in Sundays or whatever. They come in Friday or Saturday and put in picks. If nobody puts in a pick for Thursday night and they don't get this and start putting them in, and we only do 13 games, then we'll do the same thing. But like I said, subscribe, put your picks in the comments, and then we will randomly choose one of you, and then you will go against me and my straight up picks. If you win or tie, you'll win a hat. So please just like, subscribe, and hit notifications, and get in those comments. It'll help us out. We'll see you later.